Welcome to India Lingua News. Our guest today is Deo. He is a coordinator of Boston Brahma Kumaris, and Boston Brahma Kumaris is hosting an open house this coming Saturday in Watertown. We are going to talk to Dave about what is there for people who wants to attend on this Saturday, and what Brahma Kumaris really do in this area, and if we can highlight some of the programs and meditation education and centers they have. So on that note, Dave, welcome to our show and thank you very much for your time.
Hi, Upendra. Thank you for having me here today. So glad to meet you on the Zoom and to talk about our program this Saturday.
Excellent. So let's start with this. What is this? This is an open house. I think you do it every year, right?
So Upendra, what it is that we renovated the whole space here in Watertown and we expanded as well back in 2019. But then COVID came and we couldn't really invite the people to a new space. And now that, everybody is vaccinated and people can actually go around. So we are reopening our space for people to come in. And so on that note, we are having this open house for people to come and check out how the space is now and what we offer, and also learn more about Rajyoga meditation and the Brahma Kumaris activities here.
Okay. And also you have some special guests as well, right?
We have two special guests. One as a spiritual resource, Sister Kala. I think you have met her.
I have met her and I've heard her too, sure.
Yes. So she's a great speaker who actually shares spiritual wisdom in a very simple language that anybody can understand. So she's going to actually talk about why meditation and the importance of this now in our, stressful age of living here now. And she's coming from our retreat center called Peace Village, which is up in Catskill Mountains, New York.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I've never been there, but I've heard a lot about that program.
Yes, we hope you'll go one day there.
One day, sure, absolutely.
We'll go together. And then we also have Stan Strickland. He is a musician, one of the longtime friend of the Brahma Kumaris. He teaches in Berklee School of Music. He is an actor and plays beautiful music. He uses saxophone and flute and many other instruments. He's going to be also performing during this event.
Excellent. And what time program starts, open house starts, and at what time it ends?
The program is on this Saturday, the 14th, from 4 to 7 in the afternoon.
Watertown, right?
In Watertown, yes. So people can come starting at 4 onwards anytime. We will have 4 to 4:45 about or so music from Stan Strickland. And then we will get a chance to hear from Sister Kala, who is going to speak on this spiritual topic of meditation and also more like a new beginning. As we're reopening, new beginning, people have kind of come out of the COVID, so it's new beginning in many different ways. So meditation for the new beginning. And then after that, we will have few slots of meditation for people to experience every 20 minutes once. If people can't come at 4 o'clock, they can come afterwards, 5, 5:30, 6, 6:30, so that anytime they can actually go through the experience of meditation. Also for people who are, family-oriented people who bring their children, young adults, youth, we also have activities for them. It's not so easy for kids to meditate, but we have a program which is called as Relax Kids, where youth or children can be engaged in really calming their mind down. So people are encouraged to bring their kids and youth for this program as well.
Okay. Now, tell us a little bit for those viewers who are not familiar with the Brahma Kumaris in Boston. Tell us a little bit, historical introduction or perspective that when the center started and what it does.
Sure, yeah. As an organization, Brahma Kumaris is a spiritual organization. We teach Rajyoga meditation as a tool, means for people to create inner peace and develop clear thinking and make right choices. And we believe that people from all walks of life can use this, and people from different faiths and cultures, religions come here to learn that. We have been in the Boston area since actually 1980s. We were in different places, and we are here in Watertown since 2003. And here, every evening, we have meditation from 7 to 7:30. Last 2 years, it has been on Zoom. And going forward, it's going to be hybrid. It'll be both in person here and on Zoom as well. And along with that, we teach people how to meditate. You know, we offer the Rajyoga meditation courses where people can go through it and learn how to meditate, and then make it as their practice in their everyday life.
Now, is there any fee for that, or it is how it works?
As a spiritual organization, yes, we offer everything as a free of charge, and yes, we do accept the voluntary contributions.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that the viewers know that. Sure.
Yes, our founder strongly believed that this is something that everyone should know, that it is their kind of a right to learn the art of meditation and also get to know their spiritual essence. And so you can't charge for it. And of course, there are many things that are running the facility, all those things are there. So we do accept the voluntary contributions to make those things happen.
So I know that you have been involved with Boston Center for a long time, and you yourself is a teacher, teach yoga as well as you meditate yourself. So how the teaching meditation had changed your own life?
It's a great question, Upendra. Actually, I have been meditating since last 30 years now. I started when I was...
You don't look 30-year-old, I must say that.
Well, thank you for the compliment. So I started as a teenager when I was in my college, and I must say that it was meditation practice that actually helped me to be grounded, focused, and also to really make right choices as I was going through my studies and then further decisions in my life. And today I work like everybody else in as an IT engineer, and I must say that it's such a big part of my life to meditate and stay calm and do my job. And I have seen that whatever job I would do, it would take, let's say, 2 hours for a job to do. If I meditate and remain relaxed and all of that, it takes me much less time than that. So obviously the benefits are much more, like you're focused, you're able to make the right choices, and actually more than any of those things, one gets to know themselves, who they are spiritually. And I feel today that's the biggest thing that everyone needs to know, that who am I, right? Because when I know who I am, then actually I can make right choices in my life and I can do right things in my life without being influenced by external factors that are so much in our way.
Sure. Now, this is like today, 24/7, we are bombarded by the news and we know everything what is going on. And all the time we are distracted. And I'm also myself, I do a lot of meditation as well. And I always a big proponent of meditation. So I tell my friends and people whom I know, we talk about yoga. And I said, just start doing yoga 5 minutes a day. And people always say, most of the time, is that I don't have time. I don't know how to do that. And I'm sure that you must be coming up with those questions as well. So those people who want to do, but they think that they don't have time, how you convince them to at least starting with 5 minutes?
Yeah, I would like to say 2 things about this. First thing is, I think there is some sort of, I would say, misconception about meditation, that many people, I hear that I can't control my mind, I can't stop my mind thinking, so I can't meditate.
Sure.
Yeah. To that, I would like to say that, yes, there are many types of meditation, but here, the way we understand is that it's not so much about stopping the mind. It's actually, directing the mind, with right thoughts. So in our meditation practice, we have what we call as guided commentary. So one can actually be guided. That means like I can guide my mind to the right place, which is that place of inner peace within. And so with that, actually, it brings, a different perspective, and it makes it easier. So once it makes it easier, then one will find time to do it.
Sure.
But that's the key there. It's almost, it's like, if I allow what I do, then I find time to do it. So that's one thing I want. The second thing is, I would say, first thing in the morning, before getting into any sort of routine work, business, other matters of the day, start with, yes, 5 minutes or 10 minutes of this practice of meditation. And I recommend using a guided commentary so that you're not all by yourself and trying to figure out what to do with my mind. There are so many, commentaries out there. So those can be used. And then along with it during the day, for example, every hour on the hour, even just take 1 minute. It could be, you will be in the meetings, but right after the meeting and before the next meeting, every hour on the hour, even just 1 minute, just a minute, if I'm able to just, okay, let me pause here and re-experience what I experienced in the morning. That's like rejuvenating yourself. So if you do even just 1 minute throughout the day, every hour on the hour, I will tell you that it's actually going to make a big difference. And that's what actually I do. And it makes a huge difference in everything I do during the day.
Okay. Now, earlier you mentioned at Brahma Kumaris Center, you mentioned Rajyoga, right? So tell us, what is Rajyoga and how it is different from other types of yoga?
One meaning of Rajyoga is Raja, the master, king. So king of all yogas. And the second meaning of Rajyoga is, so Raja, which is master or king. And the word yoga, the word yoga is actually link or the union between the two. So it's actually the link between me, my inner self, with the higher source, the supreme being. So it is this link or the union with the higher source to become a master of myself. So it's a meditation practice with which I can gain self-mastery by having this connection with the higher source. Today, what we see is that we have become, dependent, or I can also say slaves to our senses. We say, I can't control my mind, I can't stop seeing this, I can't stop, checking my emails or Facebook, whatever. That means we're actually so much consumed by those things. Self-mastery is that I actually can guide my mind what to do and what not to do. For this, we need that inner power, inner strength.
Sure.
And that's what we're able to receive from the higher source. So I don't have it, but I'm able to connect to that source and draw that energy, just like, we draw that light and might from the sun. In the same way, in Rajyoga meditation, we take this power. It is in this particular aspect, it is so different from other practices where many practices just talk about, being mindful of my thoughts right now, clearing my mind right now. Yes, that's a first step. Definitely that is needed. But additionally, I have to have this self-awareness of my own inner goodness. And then thirdly, to connect with a higher source. So this Rajyoga is this whole package of knowing myself, connecting to the source, and drawing that power so that I can have that self-mastery in myself.
Now, the only other yoga I'm familiar with and I have read is Patanjali yoga, Yoga Patanjali. So is this Raj Yoga part of that, or part of, it's really, of course, the main goals of all the yoga meditation tradition is the same, but is there any difference with Patanjali, or is the same?
The only difference is that in Patanjali, they have the different steps, such as, the breathing, the exercise, and all of those. In Rajyoga, we talk about the last three things, which is reflection and the, connecting the higher source and that drawing that power. So that's the part that we focus on.
So in Patanjali, I think I remember they have eight
Correct.
steps, right?
Yes. So we
out
talked
of
about
each step, so you skip 5 and you go right away to the 3 most important ones, right?
because that they can learn from many places, because there are so many sources these days where they talk about yoga and all of that. And so we talk the last 3 parts, which is the main aspect of our inner self.
Okay, excellent. Now I think I should have ended at this. Is a good way to stop this interview, but again, I'll give you one more chance to talk about the open house, so that people, those who are interested, they can come and join the event on this Saturday.
Sure. So we really like to invite each one of you to attend this very auspicious occasion of the Brahma Kumaris Boston Center on this Saturday, the 14th, from 4 to 7 p.m. And during this event, there'll be many highlights, such as spiritual wisdom sharing by Rajyogi Sister Kala, who has been on this path for more than 35 years. And you'll get a chance to hear from Stan, who is a great musician, who can really, create that calmness through his music, and get to know what we offer here in this Brahma Kumaris Center, our upcoming events and all those things. If you cannot come for the afternoon program, we also have a program from morning 10:30 to 12:30 for a selected audience. So if you cannot come for the afternoon program, and if you like to come to the center, you can reach out to us through our email or the phone number, and we'll be more than happy to talk to you about your possibility of coming here. So
excellent, Dave. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you as always, and all the best for the event on Saturday.
Thank you so much, Upendra. Looking forward to seeing you.
Excellent. Thank you.